2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do and people want to see.
You know, that was a great example, Kenny, but towards the end of my career and most of my career, I was honestly more of a half-court player. I was pretty fast for my size, but my strength was my biggest edge. In the half-court, barbecue chicken alert. I had to put that work in, Ernie.
That about wraps it up for here. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again later.
That's the fifth barbecue chicken.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against Sacramento. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Bjelica is out there with Towns. And it's Levine at the point guard position. Now here's Durant. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
So it's Minnesota now. Levine kicks to Bjelica. There's a good screen. Passes it to Towns. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Mack. And he also played a big role in their last game with Indiana. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Towns dishes to Martin. Here's Levine. The shot will not go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
A perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Bjelica misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Mack the pass to Jordan. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Mack. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Good on both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what'd you find out?
And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Young, up and in from the low block.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Elitsa with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Here's Mack. 5 points in the game. Jordan kicks to Caldwell Pope. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. They just, Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the rim. That's an area and a point of emphasis that has to improve for this young team.
Here is Durant, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. This one for 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And so it's Minnesota with it, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Mack. The feed to Caldwell Pope. Left side, Jordan. Kicks to Mack. Lock at 6. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And that's now 7 points for Miracle Man.
You know, with the Timberwolves in their defense, it was the league's worst in opponent field goal percentage. Also dead last in field goal percentage, which takes threes into account for the value they add. So near the bottom of the league in block shots as well. Hard to win when you're struggling in those areas.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And really overall, the defense was just very poor. The defensive field goal percentage at the rim, worst in the league last season, and you don't have to block them all, but you need to do a better job of challenging shots, something the Wolves are going to have to work on.
Here's Levine. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Now here's Durant. Here's Mack. 7 points in the game. Here's Jordan. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Down low. Here's Towns. An easy 2 points on the layup. Towns has got his second basket.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout, and this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
An interconference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgui Dieng comes in for Bjelica. And it's Muhammad in for Martin. Here's LaVine. And good on the basket. Book it. LaVine's got
tried to narrow the deficit.
And guys, for Zach LaVine, once he finally got comfortable last season, boy, did he heat up. He shot 42% over his rookie year, but 47% over the last month. And I think that gave him a lot of confidence as he's entering into year 2.
Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Timberwolves. Jones is checked in. Feeds to Pekovic. Evans with the rebound.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Jones. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Connects from three-point range. Wiggins has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Caldwell Pope, covered by Wiggins. Jordan dishes to Caldwell Pope. Right wing. Here's Mack. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Fourth, DeAndre Jordan.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Kevin Durant. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And stolen by Wiggins. Jones with it. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Drills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got 6.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Here's Mack. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
On the wing, Wiggins. Can't get it to go. Evans with some nice D.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
So it's the Timberwolves now. After the basket by Brooklyn. That's tipped. Here's the break. Ahead. Here's Mack. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's Robinson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Mack, the pass to Robinson. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. And here's Jones. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Shot's good. Now just a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
That's good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Minnesota making a switch. Payne's checked in. Mack, good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now here's Wiggins. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable.
And on the subject of Pekovic, last season was another difficult step back for him physically. At some point, one wonders if his whole career becomes in jeopardy. It just takes so much effort to keep coming back.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Bogdanovich. Brooklyn leading by 4. Over to the wing. Robinson kicks to Mack. And stolen by Payne. Out left to the wing. Here's Muhammad. And again, it's Minnesota.
And guys, I, for one, can relate to what Pekovic is going through. I mean, it's not easy as a big man to get those injuries to your legs. I mean, you're carrying a lot of weight and force around. I mean, let's hope Nikola finds a little more luck going forward as far as the injury.
That's good. And that's 21 points for Miracle Man.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Fires from 18. Misses off the left iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Takes it from 10. Rebound, Minnesota. Robinson passes to Hollis Jefferson. Mack. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mack's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Brooklyn.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Brooklyn leads by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
Timberwolves trail by 7. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Levine is out there with Martin. Then it's Payne. Then there's Towns. And it's Bjelica in at the small forward.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Martin kicks to Levine. Kept alive, Minnesota. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 6.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Jordan's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Towns dishes to Levine. Martin goes in to the left side wing. Bjelica, offensive rebound. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Payne.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Durant. He has 6. Count that one. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside Martin. Elbow shot is on the way. That one a little long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Inside. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Jordan. Durant's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Payne, defended by Young. Here's Levine. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Caldwell Pope. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Outside Martin. Pass to Bjelica. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
The kick out to Young. Tries it from 19. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Young's got the lead back up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Boy, I tell you what, I really love seeing Thaddeus Young shoot the ball. Left-handers always look a little sweeter stroking it like that.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Minnesota. Outside Martin. It's Bjelica. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Durant. Rebound by Dieng. Timberwolves trail by 7. Levine passes to Martin. From the stripe. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. DeAndre Jordan, number 1.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move.
Well, his adaptability is a terrific attribute to have. I mean, he plays his game based on the look the defense gives him. And he's prepared to try anything and do anything in order to get the high percentage shot that he wants.
Now here is Martin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Jordan. The dish now to Caldwell Pope. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And for LaVine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Max checked in for Bogdanovich. Durant with it, now guarded by Towns. Durant kicks to Jordan. Out left to the wing. Matt. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 8. The pass to Bjelica. They get a hand on it. And now running it up the court. Matt pushing it up. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Minnesota calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Miracle Man.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Levine. 10 points for him. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, and he gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Up a 13-point game against Sacramento. Martin with the bucket.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Durant drawing the double team. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Durant's got 12 in the game.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Levine.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Outside Durant. And Young kicks to Mack. But they get it back. Outside for Durant. Second shot opportunity. Mack, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 8. Bjelica passes to Levine. Here's the screen. Martin the screen. Fires the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Mack. It's good from about 19 feet. Mack's got 29 in the game.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Jang against Jordan. Young dishes to Mack. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mack's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Passes it to Dang. And Bjelica kicks to Levine. With the floater. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And Durant gets it to go.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Reggie Evans, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Robinson comes in for Young. And Hollis Jefferson. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Bjelica. Wiggins is checked in for Kevin Martin. And Jones subbed in for Levine. The Timberwolves have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And that one's good. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Now here's Wiggins. 11 points in the game, and he gets it to go.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Mack, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 12. Wiggins outside. He feeds it to Jones. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Pekovic with a screen. Jones drives in. Here's Wiggins. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Pekovic.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
This is to Mack. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Outside, Jones. To the middle. Jang, the pass to Pekovic. Wiggins drives in. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Evans, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in. Yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Ellington's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Adrian Payne's checked in for Jang. Timberwolves trail by 9. Wiggins left side. Lets it go from 11. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Adrian Payne missing his last shot.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Jones for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Muhammad. Defense is right there. No dice from 9 feet out. Ellington. got it off in time, but it's no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 11. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what has allowed you to build this lead and get some separation here?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, you've earned a rest. Guys, back to you at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd joining us for our halftime report. Ernie Johnson with the illustrious Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kane's team. Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. Really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
Timberwolves trail by 11. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Young out there with Durant. Then there's the Miracle Man. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Mack, 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell-Pope's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well. Towns, no luck. Brooklyn's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Now the feed to Mack. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Levine kicks to Bielitsa. Got a piece of it. Feeds it to Caldwell-Pope. Pull up Jay. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Timberwolves shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. To end the run, Levine dishes to Towns.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Young. Sinks that one from the post. Young's got 6 points.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Now here's Towns. 8 points for him.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Young. To the inside. 3-on-3. Here's Levine, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 15 points in the game.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Shots good from Young.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Minnesota calls timeout. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
And, guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim, as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He said their plan was run their offense through Wiggins. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Here's Levine. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Wiggins drives in. Martin wide open. He fires. Trains it from beyond the arc. Martin's got 8 points.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Wiggins against Durant. He kicks it to Jordan. Young left side. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Mack. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Martin, the pass to Levine. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Kevin Martin. Martin's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Timberwolves.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Shots good from Young.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Levine kicks to Wiggins. Here's Levine. 15 points in the game. Mack grabs the miss. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Mack. Lets it go with a 3. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the 2nd of this 2-game road trip. Wiggins drives in. And that one's good.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Timberwolves. Shang's checked in. Here's Bogdanovich. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Levine dishes to Towns. Pass to Levine. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Zhang the pass to Martin. And Zhang kicks to Martin. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. Take a look at Miracle Man, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic. And of course, Karl Anthony Towns just ahead of him.
And they're both just fundamentally sound. And their success at the free throw line, I think, bears that out.
Yeah, and it's something you've got to work on, though, Greg. We can't discount that piece of the equation. Quite frankly, a lot of rookies have too much other stuff to deal with. But these two are zeroed in.
And so it's Minnesota with it. After the basket by Brooklyn, Martin kicks to Levine. With some arc, clock at 4. Here's Wiggins, plenty of space. Here's Towns. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
There's the dish to Mack. Here's Bogdanovich, covered by Martin. Jordan the screen. And Durant gets double teamed. And there's the pass to Mack. Knocks down the 3-ball. Mack's got 41.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 20. Here's the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Evans, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Towns. And it's Muhammad in for Martin. The drive by Jordan. And he gets it to go. Jordan's got 12.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. That shot wide open. 14 points for him.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Zhang, a screen. Pekovic with the screen for Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Evans leading the charge. And good on the basket. Book it. And that's 19 points for Kevin Durant.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Wiggins. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Jordan. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Kevin Durant. And Ellington is subbed in for Mack. Payne, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Timberwolves have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Here's Pekovic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Adrian Payne is that new breed of big man, guys. I mean, he combines athleticism, size, and toughness with exceptional outside shooting. Made over 41% of his threes as a rookie.
And back to Adrian Payne, one of those rare guys who can lead you in block shots and free throw percentage, something he perfected at Michigan State. Truly unique in his versatility. You covered a lot of his games.
Yeah, freakish athletically, but also highly skilled, which you don't often get for guys coming out of college, but again, this is a 4-year player, and it seems like every team's looking for bigs who can defend the post as well as spread the floor, whether starting or coming off the bench. So he's certainly a valuable asset.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Now, here is Robinson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Now, here's Muhammad. Ellington grabs the miss.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Hollis Jefferson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That one is off. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And the second free throw, good. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Bielitsa kicks to Pekovic. Count that one. Pekovic has got 7 points here in this quarter. Brooklyn leading by 23. Ellington dishes to Evans. Robinson left side. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6 for 3, Ellington, and he gets the bucket. Ellington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Right at the free throw line, Levine can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Foul.
For Minnesota, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. And he can't hit the second. Now Ellington. That will count. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. We've got Shabazz Muhammad. Gorgui Dieng is out there with Anthony Bennett. Then it's Jones. And it's Rudez in at the 2. Now here's Jones. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. Rudez has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Minnesota. Brown against Jones. Here's Robinson. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Brown against Jones. Bennett setting the pick for Jones. He feeds it to Jang. And it's McCullough with the rebound. Brown against Jones. Dishes to Ellington. Here's Robinson. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. They get it back. Muhammad got a hand on it. A baseline J. Can't hit.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Here's Rudez. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Muhammad, the pass to Rudez. Jang, a screen. Tries again. Timberwolves keep it alive.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Brooklyn leading by 23. Brown outside. Ellington kicks to Brown. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Muhammad covering. Jones drives in. Brooklyn with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Brown outside. Brown. Down low. Here's Jones. And he was fouled. On the way up, 2 free throws now for him.
Hollis Jefferson. That's his second personal foul. At the line, Tyus Jones. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Jones.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with the win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And then for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Bennett. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Martin in for Damian Rudez. Now here's Jordan. Here's Mack. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Miracle Man. He's got 41 points and a crazy number of assists. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into the.
He's worked his tail off at the off point.
2 shots.
Making a change here. Levine's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Brooklyn ball.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And stolen by Dieng.
That pass never had a chance there. His timing was perfect in going after that steal.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Rejected by Young. And now running it up the court. Mack pushing it up. Finished off the break. 21 points for Kevin Durant.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
The kick out to Young, and there's the feed to Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to Jordan. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And he knocks down the first one.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Shots good from Young.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Timberwolves shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Martin dishes to Levine. Martin the pass to Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope, covered by Martin. Shots good by Durant. Here's Levine. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Towns. Off the left rim and out.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And Mack kicks to Caldwell Pope. Screened by Young. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Martin with the bucket.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Bogdanovich just checked in for Caldwell Pope. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Jones checked in for Levine. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And Mack kicks to Durant. Can't get it to go. Wiggins with some nice D. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Durant against Martin. It's Jones on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and it's Wiggins missing. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Mack, good.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Jones dishes to Payne. Right side, Martin. And Jones now atop the key. Lets it go from 14. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Young outside. Feeds it to Mack. From about 19 feet. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 14 points here for Thaddeus Young. The Timberwolves shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Outside, Jones. Off target from three-point range.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
He was all alone on that one. 26 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Jones. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Timberwolves shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Kicks it to Wiggins. They set the screen. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And here's Jones following the three from Kevin Durant. Jones the pass to Towns. He kicks to Payne. Here's Martin. And the shot falls short this time.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Payne to end the drought. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Because I'd be thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself. Because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Here's Jones. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Wiggins drawn the double team. Another steal. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Here's Mack. Pass to Young. The dish to Jordan. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Wiggins inside the line. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Here's Mack. Thaddeus Young on the wing. And the three off target. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice, they're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Miracle Man. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Martin. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. 6 on the shot clock, and the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Reggie Evans, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Ellington is subbed in for Mack. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Rudez is subbed in for Martin. Here is Ellington after the basket by Minnesota. And it's Evans missing. Here's Rudez. Over to the left wing. And again, it's Minnesota.
Assist goes to Damjan Rudez.
11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Ellington kicks to Bogdanovich. Evans outside. Here's Hollis Jefferson. No good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, as we've come to expect another exceptional game for you, how do you put together a night like this?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. I'm not trying to force anything. Just take what the defense gives me and be aggressive.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb. That's how you play the point in this league, ladies and gentlemen.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y